Hello and welcome to all you Capricorns. Welcome for your monthly forecast for March already 2015, and it's a very lively and dynamic month, I think, for everyone, and also for you Capricorns, because especially those Capricorns, if I'm going to be talking about Pluto and Uranus, for the Capricorns who are born round about the, let's say, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th of January. So those Capricorn will feel that the most if I'm going to be talking about Pluto and Uranus. There are three things that are important for the month. Firstly, okay, Pluto, Uranus. Secondly, the eclipse. And thirdly, the Mercury. Mercury is making some very interesting aspects. So let's get started with the eclipse, because it's eclipse time, and on the 20th it's an eclipse on 29 degrees of Pisces, which is your third house, which is a very communicative house, which is the house of networking, which is the house of siblings, which is the house of communication, which is the house of your environment, of your short trips that you're taking. And this is all highlighted. Already this was highlighted in February. Now in February on the 20th and on the 21st, Mars and Venus was conjunct on 28, 29 degrees of Pisces. And now in March, the eclipse is on that very point of 29 degrees of Pisces. So there's a link there. It means that what's happening in February, around the 20th, 21st, takes some notion there. And if you're watching this video before the 20th, it still has to happen, of course, but it has to do with that same energy of Pisces, of Venus and Mars coming together, you know, the two planets of passion and the planets of I want something and I'm also enjoying it at the same time. And the eclipse is on that very same point, which shows that it's all about new beginnings when it comes to maybe connections on the internet, maybe your kind of communication that you do, maybe at work you're trying to present yourself in a different way, you try to bring out that message there in a totally different way. So all of that, or maybe even with siblings, you reconnecting with siblings, or you know, or your environment, you're going to do something in your environment that is very new and very refreshing. Now this eclipses always have a meaning. And I always look up in a book of, what's her name again? Bernadette Brady, the astrologer who gives explanations of eclipses. And eclipses always belong to a Saros family. And I explained what that is. If you're interested, click on the link below. I have put my video there. But what does it mean, this eclipse? The general flavor. It's a positive one. It is good news concerning relationships relationships or creative group projects with sudden success plus potential for happiness in love. So this is good, isn't it? And for you, it's specifically in the third house, which means that maybe you're doing something with other like-minded people and you're connecting, or on the internet, or you're doing a project and it's going to be quite successful. So go for it, whatever it is. Also for those Capricorns who are single, maybe you are meeting someone through the internet. Maybe you are meeting someone while you're having a short trip. Because again, it's that eclipse there in that particular house. So this is very, very nice for you. Now another thing that's nice is clarity of mind. Now you Capricorns, you are an earth sign, so you want clarity. That is not, you know, very general, of course, but you're that kind of person who wants facts to be facts and to be considered. Now, Mercury is the planet of understanding and the planet of how you perceive information. And Mercury, during the month of March, especially the first weeks of March, it's going to conjunct Neptune. So it bumped up into Saturn and then into Neptune, which means confusion. But Neptune transits are always there to turn around the confusion into clarity. So this will happen after that transit, which is around 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th of the month. So for all of us, there's some clarity coming in. And for you, again, it's in that third house. So there's going to be, if you are that kind of person that says, okay, there was maybe already a while going on that I've been confused in my communications towards other people, or people misinterpret my communication, or I misinterpret other people's communication. I think they want this, but actually they don't. And you know, all that confusion that is typical for Neptune and Mercury. It's trying to give you a bigger picture. It's trying to give you a broader view. But what it also does is giving you a bit of mist there. And but the clear up will come. So it's around that 20th of the time, at the same time that the eclipse is there. So this is good news for all of us, that the eclipse will be associated with getting new information, with new information that just came in, or information that always has been there, but you, for some reason, unconscious or consciously, you haven't seen. It's very good for a Capricorn to know, because then you will have the feeling that there is, you know, you have the control over your own communication again, or other people, how they communicate to you, that you understand them in the right way. So that is a very positive energy. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is a Pluto-Uranus square. For the last time, it's in an exact square. So a lot of astrologers have been talking about that, and that's for good, because it's so important. And it's going to be the last time that it's squaring up to each other. And it's the energy of waking up. It's the energy of stop putting your head into the sand. And Pluto is in your sign. So what I'm going to say now is for all the Capricorns, but in particular those who have their birthdays there. So if you have a rising sign, for instance, in Capricorn, it's those who have between 14, 15, 16 degrees of Capricorn. A rising sign in Capricorn. And that means this Pluto-Uranus is bang on your ascendant and in your fourth house. These are the core houses. This is your identity. This is you. This is what you are all about. And so if there have been anxieties for being really you, and you feeling like for a long time, you feel that push deep down inside, but you are a bit afraid at the same time. Now in March is the time to go forwards and to push yourself and to do all your best, and grabbing all the courage that you have in your life to do that thing where you are mostly afraid of, because that's going to liberate you. And for some it will be something small, for others it will be something grand, like moving to another home, or having another, or ending a relationship that has been toxic for years and years and years. You know, these are general horoscopes, but for everyone there is something that you think that, look, this is going on for such a long time and I can't just walk away from it all of the time. And now is the month that most people will have more courage. Most people will have more fire to go into that action, which is emphasized by Aries. There are 3 planets going into Aries now in your fourth house, which is Venus, Mars, and also the Sun. So so this is all energy that's going to activate that square. So things maybe that also need to be cleared out with family members, or around your home, or maybe your home work situation is going to be different. Maybe you had you know, your boyfriend or your girlfriend was out of job, and now they're getting a new job, and now the whole situation at home changes, something like that. And you need to change your habits, because that's also the fourth house. The fourth house is your habits and the way that you live your life on a most intimate level. So I think it's a good month for Capricorns, and I wish you a very, very, very good eclipse time, very good March for 2015, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.